All right, ladies and gentlemen, so today we're going to take a look at how we can come up with the equation of a line that is not a proportional relationship. So it's not going to go through 0, 0, because those we've already done, y equals kx. This is going to have something called the slope and something called the y-intercept. But right up here, you see it in many places on this paper. This is the equation that we are going to be using. Okay, it's called slope-intercept form. Y and x stand for the two variables that we're going to use. And in this case, m, which is always in front of the x, is your slope. And the b is something called your y-intercept, which is where the line, please add this in, crosses the y-axis. So to start with, we're just going to practice picking things out. So in this equation, y equals 7x minus 3, we have two numbers. The one that's in front of the x, the coefficient, is your slope. And I want you to write your slope as a fraction because we're going to use that to graph. So I'm going to write that as 7 over 1. Your y-intercept, and we're going to write this as a point. It's going to be 0 because it's where it crosses the y-axis. And then it's this number here, including the sign of what's in front. So the y-intercept would be at 0, negative 3. Okay, well, let's try the next one. So here's my equation, y equals, so here's my coefficient, that's your slope, negative 3/4. Here's your y-intercept, so it starts with 0, and then we're going to write it as 3, because it's a positive. All right, let's try this now in terms of situations and word problems that we've talked about. So you have $20 in savings at the bank. Each week you add $2 to your savings. Let y represent the total amount of money and x be the number of weeks. So we have $20. This is our starting. And then we have $2 per week. That's my unit rate. Unit rate is the same as slope. So when I write my equation, we're going to have y equals, right, $2 a week, my unit rate, so that's 2x, plus the $20 I had to start with. So $2, so this is your slope. 20 is your y-intercept. Slope is also our unit rate, so $2 a week. And the 20 is your starting point. So I want you to write down both. I'm going to say starting amount because we're talking about an amount of money. All right, a friend is training for a marathon. She can run 4 miles in 28 minutes. Assume she runs at a constant rate. Write an equation to represent the total distance y. Your friend can run in x minutes. So I have to start by finding my unit rate. So 4 miles over 28 minutes. And a lot of you still want to reverse this. So that's 1/7. That's my k, that's my slope, that's my unit rate. So here, we don't have a plus b. We don't have that. We have y equals 1/7 x. Here is your slope. What does my slope represent? It means that they can run 1 mile in 7 minutes. That's what that means. All right, let's try another one. Next page. All right, graph the equation. Actually, I think we're going to save that because we're going to break this up. No, we're going to do it. Okay, so in my equation, so here I have y equals 2/3 x plus 1. So we're going to have 2/3 is my slope, 0, 1 is my y-intercept. So over here are all your points, but I'm going to start at 0, 1. That's my starting point. The slope tells me how to move on my graph. So I'm going to go up 2 and to the right 3. And I'm going to put little arrows on. So I'm going to count from here, I'm going to count up 2, 1, 2 over 3. So there's my other point. And then I'm going to go up 2 over 3. There's another point. You need to put at least 2 points on the graph. Okay? So I can then take and use a straight edge, but I'm going to connect these dots, and I'm going to make it nice and big. And then I'm going to label it as well. So this is y equals 2/3 x plus 1. And if you notice, I could then even reverse. I could go down 2 over 3 and I would get another point, even though I didn't connect very well. But you can also reverse that so that you keep, following the same pattern. All right, let's try another one. So graph the equation. So here I have my slope is negative 3/4 x. Oops, no x, sorry. So my graph is negative 3/4. My y-intercept is 0, -2. So this is my starting point. It's where you begin your graph. So I'm going to start at 0, -2. This tells me because it's negative that I'm going down and to the right. So I'm going to go down 3, 1, 2, 3, over 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down 3, 1, 2, 3, over 4. So there are my points. Nicely lined up. Make it nice and big, add arrows, write the graph. All right, let's try number 7, because you guys are going to try number 8 on your own. Okay, my slope, -1, I'm going to write it as a fraction, over 1. Y-intercept, 0, -3. Okay, so now I have to take, this is where I begin the graph, 0, -3. My slope tells me I'm going down and to the right. So I'm going to go down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, and put as many points on there as you can. Here I'm going to show you how I can reverse it though. I could go up and to the left as well. So I could get all of these points, because now when I connect them, it's much easier to make it nice and straight. So y equals -x. I'm going to put over 1 because I forgot that I didn't need to. All right, so what I'm going to have you guys do is I want you to try 8 and 9. Try on your own. Okay, but any questions, bring them with you to class, and have a great night.